All right, next up we have Derek Levine of Wisconsin. In your opinion, what is the best way to score a bird?
Well, the only way I know is basically using what NWTF uses, which is basically it's kind of a I don't want to call it bizarre, but it is a little different. So what they do is they take the weight. So you weigh the bird, and that's a flat number. And without going into too much detail, you convert it to a decimal, which is you'll see why. But then you take the spurs and you measure both spurs from on the outside of the curl, if you will. So you're getting the kind of the long side of the spur. You measure that. You combine those two spur measurements and you multiply them by 10. So basically what that's going, let's just say you had a 1-inch spur. So you'd have 1 inch plus 1 inch times 10. So you end up with, multiplying that score. And then you simply take the beard measurement from basically where it emerges from skin to the end, and you just multiply it times 2. So you stick all that together, and you have like a decimal score. And if you think about it, that's why birds with multiple beards score so high, is because you would take each one of those beard measurements and multiply it times 2. So if you've got a bird that's got like 4 or 5 beards, you can rack up some serious points in a hurry.
Cool.
So let me ask, do you score a lot of your birds, or are you more just kind of roughing them, looking at them and saying, yeah, that's a nice bird, just based on your eye, or do you actually score a lot of them?
I'll be honest with you, I have never scored a bird in my life that I've harvested.
I don't think any of us have either.
No.
I did one. That was like the first time I ever heard of the NWTF scoring system. I thought it was pretty cool, so I did it once, and then I never did it again. I take that back. My buddy shot one here in Wisconsin once that had 8 beards, so we did score that one. But other than that, I've never really, if it doesn't have multiple beards, I've never really considered scoring it.
Yeah, I've never really cared, honestly. It's always been like, well, it's a Tom. He's got a beard, and he strutted, and he gobbled, and he did his thing, and I don't really care how long his spurs are or how long his beard is. I'm tickled to death regardless.
You're among friends here. I'd say we're all in that same boat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole time listening to you explain the process of scoring that turkey, I thought by the time you did all that, you could have had this thing ready for a fryer.
Oh,
exactly.
Oh, yeah.